Hong Kong Fui. I don't know why I like saying that. Anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're going to talk today about how strong is your spine. So people always talk about core strength. They always talk about how do I make my core stronger. There is nothing more strong or more core than your spine, we should say. So how does the spine stay strong? Shock absorbers, right? We like to have curves. So if we look over here quickly, we're going to come around over here to this fancy guy. You're supposed to have curves. One in your neck, one in your mid-back, one in your low back. How many curves? 3. So let's go back over here. Walk with me, will you? So engineers tried to figure out how do we determine how strong a spine is with curves and without curves. So they did some math. It's not crazy, scary math, but a little bit of math, a little bit. So they figured out the number of curves squared plus 1 equals how many times stronger. So if we have there's a guy or a gal just trying to make it in the world, trying to do his or her thing, but it's very sad because is there a curve there? No, there's no curve there. So how about this person over here? They are happy because they have 1, 2, 3 curves. So it's like a spring, bouncy, bouncy, right? So the engineers figured out it's the number of curves squared plus 1 equals how many times stronger. So if you have 3 curves squared equals 9 plus 1 equals 10 times stronger. Whoa, that's a lot. So 3 curves is 10 times stronger than a spine with no curve. If we lose 1 curve, 2 squared equals 4 plus 1 equals 5 times stronger. So we lose half of our structural strength by losing 1 curve in our spine. If we only have 1 curve, 1 squared equals 1 plus 1 equals 2 times stronger. So we lose 80% of the strength in our spine if we lose 2 curves. So how do people lose curves? Injuries, accidents, traumas. We have text neck, we call it today, where everyone's looking down at their phone, their heads are forward, they start losing their curves. So we try and take x-rays to see, do they have curves that they're supposed to have, right? And then we do things like motion study x-rays, where we say, oh, bend your head forward, right? So like the hinges on a door, if we look at a door, we don't know if the door is working or functioning unless we try and open the door. And if we try and open the door, but the hinges are all rusted, then it's going to be really hard to open the door. So all of the spine has these hinges that are supposed to move. So this is a person who could barely bend their neck. After a few months, now we've broken up all the scar tissue, we've restored the range of motion, and the joints are now pumping and moving again. So not only do we want to look to see, do we have a curve in the spine, but can the spine flex and move freely, segmentally throughout the whole spine? Every level needs to be able to move, just a little bit. In chiropractic, there's a saying that little hinges swing big doors. So your core strength is determined primarily by how many curves you have in your spine. And the only way to figure that out is to take an x-ray. And the green line measures about 43 degrees of curvature just in the neck. And we want to know, are you 43 degrees or not? And we do that with digital motion study x-ray. So please subscribe to the channel because we're going to have a lot of fun information to keep you healthy and strong. And we'll see you soon.